Finishing life journey strong, living with purpose on the next level. There comes a moment in life when you realize the calendar isn't just turning pages anymore. It's talking to you. Not loudly, not disrespectfully, just honestly. And when that moment comes, you have two choices: drift quietly towards the end, or stand up straighter and decide you're going to finish strong. Finishing strong isn't about pretending you're young. It's about understanding exactly where you are and refusing to waste it. Too many people believe purpose expires with age, that once the job ends, the kids grow up, or the body slows down, life quietly steps aside. That lie is one of the most dangerous stories of a soul. Purpose doesn't retire, it deepens, it sharpens, it matures. If anything, this season carries more weight because you finally know what matters and what doesn't. Living with purpose at the next level means you stop chasing applause and started honoring alignment. You're no longer trying to prove who you are. You're deciding how you will leave your fingerprints behind. At this stage of life, purpose isn't loud, it's intentional. It's waking up knowing your presence still matters. It's speaking when truth needs a voice. It's listening when wisdom is needed more than words. Finishing strong means you stop measuring life by speed and start measuring it by impact. The world doesn't need you rushing, it needs you rooted. There's power in living experience that can't be Googled, downloaded, or replaced. You have survived things others haven't even faced yet. You've learned lessons some people would never accept. And the tragedy isn't aging. The tragedy is carrying all of that and never passing it on. Purpose at this level looks different. It shows up as mentorship, as calm strength, as spiritual clarity, as discipline when it would be easier to check out. It shows up in how you love, how you forgive, how you correct, and how you stay anchored when everything else feels unstable. This is the season where distractions must fall away, not because you're tired, but because you're focused. Finishing strong means you no longer let people, habits, or old regrets drain what's left in the tank. You protect your peace like it's sacred, because it is. You invest your time with intention. You choose conversations that build instead of entertain. You stop explaining yourself to people who aren't listening anyway. And here's the part most people don't want to hear. Finishing strong requires honest self examination. You ask yourself hard questions. What am I still avoiding? Where am I settling instead of growing? What unfinished work keeps tapping me on the shoulder? Purpose doesn't disappear, it waits. Sometimes it waits for courage. Sometimes it waits for humility. Sometimes it waits for obedience. But it always waits. Living with purpose on the next level means you accept that comfort and growth rarely share the same space. It means stretching spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, even when your body wants rest. It means choosing meaning over ease. This stage of life isn't about building towers, it's about building testimony. The way you treat people now will be remembered longer than anything you own. The words you speak now will echo in rooms you've never entered. The example you live now will walk ahead of you into generations you won't meet. That's finishing strong. It's understanding that your story isn't just about where you came from, it's about what you leave behind intact. Finishing strong also means making peace with what cannot be changed while taking responsibility for what still can be shaped. Regret has no authority here unless you give it permission. Purpose doesn't ask for a perfect pass, it asks for a willing present. You don't have to be everywhere. You don't have to do everything. You don't have to do what you're called to do fully. At the next level, purpose becomes quieter but heavier. You move slower, but you move deeper. You don't argue with storms. You stand sturdy through them. You stop reacting and start responding. And most important of all, finishing strong means you stay awake. Awake to gratitude, awake to responsibility, awake to the fact that every remaining day is still a gift, not a countdown. You're not here to kill time. You're here to steward it. If you're still breathing, you're still needed. If you're still learning, you're still growing. If you're still willing, you're still called. So don't shrink back now. This is not the fade out chapter. This is the refining chapter. The chapter where legacy gets clarity, where purpose sheds noise, where life stops being loud and starts being true. Finishing strong, not for applause, not for ego, not for fear of end, but because integrity demands it. This is the next level living. This is the purposeful living. Remember, truth don't change, just straight talk.